Hello guys, today we're going to talk about the fourth episode, The Beast Within. So, this episode aired on March 17th, 1978. It's 50 minutes long. Um, it has 7.3 out of 10 on IMDb with about 100-ish user votes. It guest stars Caroline McWilliams, who was in the movie Mermaids, and directed by Kenneth Gilbert, who did Bionic Woman. Yeah, so, the big thing with this episode is it's he's at a zoo, and I will say there are quite a few episodes where Banner has some love interest, and some are. I don't remember a love interest where I was like, yeah, no, this isn't gonna cut it. They actually did a pretty decent job of him like hanging around with girls and having a connection with them. That's really how good of an actor he is, and the guest characters are really of kind of each episode. Whenever there's a love interest, selling that connection and chemistry, it's pretty interesting in all honesty, seeing him do that. Um, them have that. I think the biggest thing with this episode is. Hold on. Like, there's going to be episodes where he's trying to find ways to cure himself of the Hulk and try to control it and all that. That's kind of a big theme throughout the show, and you'll see quite a few episodes that delve into that. And this is really the first one. I mean, they kind of talk about it in the pilot, but so much chaos happens, they don't really get really into it. I don't think they did it in Death in the Family or the boxing one, the previous one, really. But this is the first one they kind of do. And this one's a bit more kind of, you see him actually have a romantic lead. The pilot one, he kind of does a little bit, but a lot of the focus is on like his the wife that passed away that motivates him to get into the research that eventually leads him becoming a Hulk. It's not really super explored that much, but yeah, it's definitely one of those episodes where it's kind of, and yeah, and oh man, I this is yeah, I think the Hulk, this is one of those episodes where the Hulk fights another animal, but I can't remember what it is. Um but yeah, they're always I do appreciate when they try to find something the Hulk to fight against, because what the cool part about the show is they're always trying to find ways to show off how strong he is by showing him going against like strong creatures and things, and that's kind of. But we always know the Hulk. There's not a lot of times where the Hulk like misses the match, and we'll talk about those when they come. But yeah, overall, this is a solid episode. Action, pacing, the typical Hulk stuff. The villains in these shows, for the most part, are kind of, they're not really anything notable. They're kind of cardboard. They're a little bit cardboardy in a lot of them. Some of them stick out more than others. Some are great, some are unmemorable. It's kind of the typical stuff. I don't really remember this one as much. There's not really a villain in the pilot. It's just shit happening. Death in the Family has a villain, but I can't remember them. The boxing one, not really. I mean, the villains. That's the one Achilles heel of the show. Really, is like the villains aren't consistently good. But really, when the episode has a great villain, it's usually a great episode. So that's one thing to keep in mind. But it doesn't always have to have a great villain to be a great episode, but it helps. This one really is notable, really just for more kind of focus on him, having chemistry with leading lady, and him trying to figure out more about his condition with the Hulk. Um, and yeah, and the typical Hulk shenanigans like fighting an animal and stuff like that. The usual. But yeah, that's really it for this one. Yeah, a lot, like I said before, and I'll probably say it in the future, a lot of these Hulk episodes are kind of the usual stuff. I mean, there's probably little things that you'll notice for each episode, but in the long run, you're probably only gonna remember so many of them. But this one is just, like I said, it's what it is. It's him at the zoo, kind of digging more into the Hulk, kind of having a thing with a leading lady, trying to, Hulk fights people and zoo animals and all that, and a zoo animal of some kind I don't remember. But yeah, that's kind of what I have to say about that one. And yeah, the next time we'll talk about the next one. We're gonna go. There's a lot. There's quite a few episodes, so you're gonna see a lot of. We're gonna get into quite a few of them. But yeah, guys, yeah, I think this is definitely worth a watch for the reasons I previously mentioned that are in the episode. I do think it's worth a watch overall, and you don't have to skip this one. And yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like the videos, and have a good day.